Flats in Dagenham is a B-piece grade to Trinity, and the genre is funk rock. Crotchet is set at 92 beats per minute. You have to be in the ballpark of 92 beats per minute. I'm going to be using a metronome in the demonstration. So 2 little strokes and a whack there with the accent marking means a drag. Starts off with MP. Just keep an eye on the dynamic markings. MP means medium quiet, or mezza piano, Italian for medium quiet. Crescendo marking, that means get increasingly loud here, to MF. And then you've got section A, which is just a little bit of a solo before you get into the groove. So bass, hat, bass, rest, flam, bass, hat, bass, give me a 4 and that's mid-tom and mid-tom, ba-da-ba-da-ba, 1 and 1, 2, that's a hat with your left foot, bass, hat, bass, rest, and then you got a flam and on the floor and any 1. So here you got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So bass is on the 1 and the 2 and then you got snare floors here. You got snare on 4 and crash, then snare, bass, open, close, hat, bass, hat, snare, bass, 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, open, flam, crash, 2 and 3 and 4 and back into the groove as normal. You got a flam here as well, crash bass there, and then you got 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just watch where the positions are. The top line is high tom or tom 1, goes to snare, snare, then again high tom, and then floor, floor, and then snare, snare here, pardon me, and then 2, 2, floor, floor, bass, rest, 3 and 4 and. So that's tom 1 and snare, snare, tom 2, snare, and then floor. So what sits in the 4th line is mid-tom or tom 2. Into the right section, no surprises here, bass, snare, snare, bass, snare, snare, bass, snare, bass, snare, snare, ride on its own. And then you just got a ride, snare, bass, and then another snare, and then 4 and, which is on tom or high tom. Ride cymbal, more of the same. This bar is the same as that pretty much, I'm sure I'm right. And then this is just with a tom 1 there and a tom 2 there, 1 snare, snare, ride, and then 1 1 1 2 2. So that's tom 1 and then tom 2, pardon me, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and E, 1 and 2 on the snare, bass, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and D4 and. So that's a variation of that, just getting into the tom 1, tom 2, but you're just starting a little bit early. 1 and 1 1 1 2 2 2, floor, floor with the bass. More of the same, no surprises there. Then you got all on the floor, so got floor, 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 E and 1, 2 and rest, flam on floor, 1, hat, bass, give me a 4, tom 2, bass, hat, bass, rest, flam, and E. So that's a flam on tom 2, and then you go back to tom 1. So mid-tom, and then and on tom 1, bass, hat, bass, and then you got a drag on 1, 2 and 3, daddy, 4 and D, crash, 2, 3 and 4 and. So 2 is a rest, and then you got open, snare, 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 bass, and this is how it works.